it's BT with the BT Misano Gp review. Let's get right to it. No one sets it off like the Italians. I said it before and I say it again. From the tricolore to the food and the passion and just the fans. I mean, granted, they're a little crazy. But still, it's that good crazy. You know, you meet a chick and you go, man, this chick is crazy. But man, I'm ready to experience this crazy, if you know what I mean. Anyway, let's get right to it. Listen. Moto 3. In the next 4 years, if you guys hit me and go, hey, who's this Antonio Rueda? Who's this Maximo Quiles? Who's this Picaris? I'll be like, get out of my face. You didn't watch Moto 3 when I told you about these kids 4 years ago. But I give you credit. Listen, you guys have families. You have kids. I have nothing. I have MotoGP, and that's it. MotoGP is not on. I'm crying in my bed going, please, MotoGP. I have nothing in my life but MotoGP. That's why I love this with a passion. I should be Italian. Anyway, Ride of the Race. Moto 3. Moto 3 was the race of the day. If you didn't see it, go back and watch it. It's well worth it. If you have a lunch hour, watch Moto 3. Go to YouTube, whatever. Do what you got to do, but watch Moto 3. Ride of the Race is Jose Antonio Rueda. A boy so good, he's got 3 first names. He's the kind of kid, if you walk into a bar and you're a bully and you go, that dude right there, let's beat him up, right? Because he's got that little boyish look, and you take him outside to a parking lot, he will mollywop your ass. You go, damn, I just got beat up by a 6th grader. And that's what Rueda is. He's a straight up killer, but they all are in Moto 3. The heartbreak goes to David Munoz. Munoz got taken out by, I think it's Peroni, and Peroni went to his garage to apologize the same way Marquez did in Argentina to Rossi, and they did the same thing. Munoz's garage was like, man, you need to get out of here. You need to get the fuck out of here. And he was like, yeah, whatever, man. But they don't understand, man. Munoz, I met Munoz at I was at a Fogo de Chao. Now I'm vegetarian, and I was at the salad bar. He was at the salad bar, and the way he looked at me, I mean, he was cool, but I was like, I do not want to mess with this dude. I'm a grown ass man, and I go, I don't want to mess with this dude. So the fact that he went to his garage, props to well, I don't know if it was Peroni, but whoever it was, props to him for going in that garage by himself. I mean, that takes cojones. Anyway, yeah, Moto 3, that's the race of the day. Heartbreak, like I said, goes to David Munoz. Ride of the Race goes to Jose Antonio Rueda. Probably will win championship. We'll see. Moto 2, Ride of the Race. Listen, when I say the Italians show up to show out, it's true. Because listen, I'm a country boy from Oklahoma, born and raised Oklahoma. I got Walmart flowing all through my veins. I mean, I'm a cheap dude. Like, I like short sleeve suits, everything. I'm cheesy like that, right? But when our relatives from California, especially my Aunt Ruth, when she would come in from California, we get the good tablecloth out. We take bath on a Saturday night, and so we can smell good on Sunday morning because Aunt Ruth was coming. And that's what the Italians do, man. They set it up and they set it out. They show up to show out. And props to Celestino Vietti. I mean, listen, he was on the CIA and the FBI most wanted list. They looked for him, they couldn't find him. I mean, CIA, FBI, Interpol, the back of the milk cartons. They go, who is this Celestino Vietti? We can't find him. Turns out on a Sunday in Italy, that's where he was winning the race. But the rider of the race was Barry Baltic. It was Barry Baltic. And I feel for Barry Baltic. He lost his mom, I think it was last year before the season started. And I mean, I can't imagine how hard that is to get over the loss of a parent and you got to race. I mean, I'm still dealing with the loss of my dad, and it still hurts. But you got to keep it together to race, and he's getting it together, man. Props to him. He almost caught Vietti. He overcame a 2-second deficit with 2 laps left to almost winning the race. He's my rider of the race. Heartbreak goes to Adrian Huertas, whose bike just didn't want to work. It was like trying to get a 3-year-old to cooperate at like a Walmart on a Saturday afternoon when all they want to do is go swimming, and you want to try on some shoes, and they're like, I don't want to go. That's what Huerta was. His bike didn't want to cooperate. Anyway, let's get to MotoGP. Listen, MotoGP, Ride of the Race was Bez. Bez, listen. Bez has developed the bike. He's done everything about that bike. Everything. It was, they're getting ready for Jorge Martin. Martin was hurt, but he's getting it, but he ain't got it. Bez has got it, and he's getting more. And let me tell you something. Listen, I used to wrestle. Man, I got a little wrestling scholarship, and that was my life. Listen, I had a lot of heart. I didn't have strength. I didn't have quickness. I didn't have technique. But I would out-heart you, and I'll give myself credit for that. I will out-heart you. You will not out-heart me. The only time I had trouble with somebody is if they had strength and ability, and they worked hard, and they had heart, and then I was in trouble. And one time I wrestled a guy like that, and I gave everything I had. And after the match, I just started crying. I just broke down because I did everything I could, and I couldn't beat that dude. I remember my mom was like, shh, stop crying. I was like, man, shut up. I didn't tell my mom to shut up. But I cried just because I wasn't as talented as that person. And I saw that with Bez when, Marquez hugged him and said, hey, you were on me, blah. And Bez had that look like he just knew, like, listen, I did everything I could. He gave all. Some gave all. I think it was Achy Breaky Heart dude, Billy Ray Cyrus. I think he had an album called Some Gave All. And that's what both of them did. They gave everything they had. And props to Bez for winning that sprint. I mean, when Marquez passed him, I mean, even Marco will say it. When he passed him, Marco was like, okay, I'll go out with my girlfriend on probably Monday or Tuesday. And then I got to do my taxes. And then oh shit. And then he crashed. He went head first into that air fence. He gets up like the champion he is. He hits the air fence and just walked like a G. He got on the back of that scooter. And what you guys didn't see, maybe you guys saw it, where the Italian fans, some of them were like, yeah, Marquez. And they were like, Marquez. Even Rossi looked at the screen like, huh. Like that. Marquez kept that shit in here like a cyborg. Like, I remember that shit. It's kind of like when a black woman catches you, like she lets you play yourself, like, so what was you at tonight? I was with my boys. We went downtown, to hang out. And she was like, And that's what Marquez did. He kept it there. And then at the very end of the race on Sunday, he did like a Messi. He held his race suit up like Messi did in the Calico when they beat Real Madrid. And he had like, yeah. This is what he got the yellow card. He didn't care. Like, yeah, that's what Marquez did. I mean, that's a straight up G right there. That's why. And this is the question I pose to you guys right now. Right? Who has made a better comeback in sports history than Marquez? Coming back. Now, you might say Muhammad Ali, which I'll give you that, but Ali didn't come back from injury. He came back he got screwed over. It was 3 years. And he came back and won a title, which was great. It was boxing. I mean, he could, get in shape and be in the gym. But Marquez came back from injury. I mean, he went through 3 years of hell, and he finally to where he is now. So, name me an athlete who made a better comeback than Marquez in sport. A better comeback. Don't call it a comeback, but who's made a better comeback? So, please tell me, please. That's the question I pose to you. Who's made a better comeback in sports history than Marquez? Because Marquez, I said before, I say it again, I love him more than any heterosexual man should love another heterosexual man. I do. And to me, he is second, in my opinion, the second strongest mental athlete other than Michael Jordan. Where Michael Jordan, I mean, because he has it all. Marquez speaks enough English where you understand what he's talking about. He's got the looks, he's funny, he's a winner, but behind those eyes is a straight up killer. I'm talking Jason Bourne, like, hey, Marquez, like, hey, great race. And then all of a sudden, you're on the grid. He starts like 8th, and then all of a sudden you go, and at the start he gets the whole shot, and you go, hey, Mark. He'll Jason Bourne you, and that's what Marquez is. So name an athlete who has a better comeback than Mark. As far as heartbreak goes to Pedro Acosta. I mean, he was going to get a podium, and then he had the problem, and he had the same thing. He hit the air fence, and I think if you put your ear to that KTM garage, you would have heard the song. That's the sound of the men working on the chain. Ooh, gang. Ooh, that's the sound. I mean, listen, Brad Bender broke 2 chains in 2 chains. He broke 2 chains during the weekend, and Pedro Acosta had a chain in the race. I mean, that's unfathomable. But it's because, and this is where, if you want technical, listen to the other podcast with Dave Emmett and Neil Morrison, and Adam Wheeler. They describe it better than I do. But it's because of the ride height device and the way the chain is and the sprocket, and that's why. I mean, because the ride height device and the chains got a lot of tension. Anyway, I'm not good technically, but still, you got to do better. It's MotoGP, man. I mean, that's shit like, I'm no offense, that's shit that happens at a track day, a local track day. This is MotoGP. Fix the problem. Like my mom always said, you got one job to do and you can't even do that. So I feel for Pedro. Pedro should get pissed off. People say, well, it's a team, you shouldn't. And that's what they like Marquez, because Marquez will say, he'll tell his team, hey, listen, the bike is doing this, great, thank you, but this is the problem. Where I think Pedro was like, hey, man, this is what, listen, Pedro and Fabio are the same. You got, these guys they're getting to be in their prime, and you can't give them a better bike than that. I mean, and you expect them to just keep a straight face? I mean, no offense, but if I was the VR46 Academy, I would switch out. And I love Frankie and I love Fabio D. But I would switch out those two for Fabio Q and Pedro Acosta because I think they can win on a Ducati. But anyway, and Pecco, it got so bad with Pecco. I think his dog left him this weekend. I think his dog was like, hey, listen, Mark and Alex, they both have dachshunds. I'm a dachshund. And ironically, we met at a hot dog eating contest. The irony. So listen, I'm not an emotional support dog. I'm just a dog. I mean, we used to be a winner. I used to smell Prosecco on you, but not anymore. And I can't take it. Yeah. So I'm going to leave with them. And when you start winning again, I'll come back. So until then, give me a paw. Hi, paw. Okay. All right. Yeah, I have nothing to say about Pecco. And I'm almost pissed off that everybody's coddling Pecco, like, what's wrong with Pecco? About Pecco this, Pecco that. Like I said, what about Fabio? What about Pedro? It's the same thing. Fabio's a world champion. And you can't give him a better bike than that? And he's riding the shit out of his bike. I mean, it's almost like Fabio, I don't know, both of them are trying hard, but he just looks like, is it just me? Fabio looks like he's overriding the bike because of the bike's limitations, where it looks like Pecco was just like, I don't know what I'm doing. Hey, he's not riding hard enough. And I'm sure he is, but Fabio, he looks like he's working hard, where Pecco looks like, I'm just going to coast a little bit because I don't know what's going on and I don't want to fall off because I might get hurt. Where Fabio's going, shit, I ain't got shit to lose. Fuck it. Oh. So tell me what you think on that. I just think, and I love Pecco. I love all of them. But let's be honest. Fabio, he's riding the shit out of it. And Pecco, he got to step the game up, bro. Anyway, a little bit about Mark. Like I said, that celebration was great. And also, he goes through all this shit. You know, the Italians don't really like him, and they gave him that little applause, and they were all on Bez, and that's why I think Bez is the rider of the race. But like I said, man, what Mark has done is just, it can never be understated. When he leaves the game, and hopefully he won't leave for another 4 years, and I just hope, I don't want to see him get beat. I mean, I want to see like great racing, close racing. I want to see a championship come down to Valencia, but I mean, they're all coming to get him. He's the last man standing. He's like, to me, he reminds me of Scarface, that last scene on top of the staircase. And that's what Mark is right now. The young guns are coming for him. And listen, he's basically turned Ducati into 2019 Repsol Honda because it's just him. It's just him. They won the constructors title. They're going to win the team title. And you know why? Because in the words of a famous boxing trainer, right? He's a one-man wrecking machine, Rock. He's a one-man wrecking machine. And that's what Mark is. He's a one-man wrecking machine. Because he ain't got no help from his teammate. It's all him. It's all him. Tell me it's not. And I love Pecco. That's just how it is. It's all Mark right now. All Mark is all the time. Anyway, let's see if I'm missing anything. I want to make sure I got everything. Yeah, name me a better comeback than Mark Marquez. Please, like I said, I missed a lot of things. Props to Johan Mir. He skipped the sprint because he had a hurt neck, and then Sunday, like, Johan, you ready? Huh? Yeah, I'm ready. You sure? Yeah, how's your neck? That's good, man. I'm good. Mir, huh? You gonna put the helmet on for me? Okay. And he's like, I'm gonna turn here, man. I hope nobody's there because I can't turn my whole body. Oh shit. And then he crashes in the first turn, probably because he couldn't turn his neck. Anyway, listen, that's the end of this. I did this twice. The first one was 20 minutes, and I said, okay, I gotta scale this now. And now I'm done. Now I'm at 14. Only because, like I said, I got no life. You guys are my life because I'm in an empty apartment 99% of the time. The other 1% though. But anyway, I'm in an empty apartment, and I have nobody but MotoGP and my MotoGP fans. Thank you guys so much. Tell me what I missed. You know me, I can take it. I'm strong-willed. Anyway, until Japan, when Marquez wins the championship, yeah, until then, thanks you guys for watching. I appreciate you. You know the word. Bye.